Looks like working. There goes. Motherfucker. Alright. So I wouldn't normally always care about audio, but what's the point in reading your newspaper articles with no audio, motherfucker? Alright, I smoke up all these cigarettes, but I got more. It's all good. I don't even remember what all the articles were about. I thought they were interesting. Maybe they're all bullshit, and I'll change my mind in a minute. Put that for a second. This shit's called Jilly Bean. I don't know if that's a misspell. Oh, fuck, I already got some broken up, man. I was gonna see how much I could fit in here. I don't think I'm gonna fit the whole ounce in here. I'm gonna take this piece here. Just put the lid. And this piece, where'd it go? Yeah. That's what we're gonna make our fucking thing out of. Maybe it won't all fit. Maybe. Sticky, icky. I don't know, it smells like the outdoors. I mean, it smells like weed, but it's very strong, but it smells like the outdoors. I can smell trees and birds and things. All right, that holds the ounce perfectly, eh? Just set that down. I hate these fucking bags. Jilly Bean. Bun up on my Kansas stick. Oh, more. Different things. So I did smoke one of these. I gave a little bit to a homeboy, so we're gonna find out the true reviews. But I've been smoking this other things all fucking night, so we're gonna have to wait a little while to see the difference between the two. It's sticky as fuck. It's already all over my fingers. Every time I turn on my radio, the fucking breaker pops. So there's something wrong with my fucking radio. Oh my god. So for whatever reason, it took me like, I don't know, let's say 45 minutes to get online. Excuse me. Oh, the rain and stuff, all the fucking salt. Oh, nice.
Like I'm the last of a dying breed. Twin hammers
Look like the
Siamese.
Siamese.
I got that beam from the Japanese. My French girl waving, it reminded me of mac and cheese. It is what it has to be. I'm killing out who's after me. They have to see me rich, and I swear it
Wasn't financially.
Like who we frontin' for? They fly out like there's a trampoline. These bitches couldn't marry a guy.
They wasn't Magdalene.
My shop like a little bro.
A tag along.
It's these instrumentals we got with Dragon on. It's rose with beer brook glass bridges with Dragon on. The nigga with the gate and Sega with double Dragon on. The Megatron landing in Lebanon. We was slapping it back and forth like a tetrabar. Used to live on French Street, right in the Esplanade. Bitches wanna ship and make us film it like espionage. You know this why they set for it. Like why you niggas ain't protect your neck boy? Dropping in shit so we win. Like a neck board, a cylinder, always spin. I connect board, right into your dome when I get it out the chest to drawer rapper. When you go on tour, it's all music. Maybe when we go on tour, it's all shootings. Like other straps got kicked, I gotta shoot it. Nigga, if you talk that talk, you gotta do it. Why they try me? I wear my heart on my iron sleeve. Yeah, I'm the last of a down breed.
Why they try me?
I wear my heart on my iron sleeve. Yeah, I'm the last of a down breed. Like he just wanna go on tour and make music. But every time you go on tour,
It's all shootings.
The last of a down yeah, I'm the last of a dying breed. I uppercut these fucks in their chin and they fly with ease. I bleed what I have to bleed. This blood's what I have to see. Full fit, gon' sit with your fam.
I call it Applebee's.
Who the fuck trying to get stuck?
Tell them that's for me.
That match pack about to get struck. I brought the gasoline, I've never lost.
I got OGs to get it back from me.
Call me down, calm with a crown. Call me your majesty, God. They try to handle me, Lord. No, I don't play that. The bullets in that gray Mac 8-track. They go way back. A violent mob, top your mob. Like where the safe at? Put numbers on your head. You already covered in face tats, boy. Why they always trying to snake that, boy? Charlie got the defibrillator to shake that, boy. Forget about it. You turn me to Rocky ASAP, boy. I'm the last of a dying breed. They wanna break that, boy. Like you bringing all that beef to the farm. My man's branded you. If you don't get respect in the streets, I can't stand with you. They tell you a threat on the beat.
The man's scamming you.
It's like a beast when it spins. Crash Bandicoot. Pull up with a camera crew. Cannons in your face now. Anybody that's lying to us is lying face down. White boy, nice with a pen. This ain't no 8 Mile. We playing hopscotch in the spots where the body's traced out. Cause when you go on tour, it's all music. And baby, when we go on tour, it's just shootings. Drive-bys, your eyes wide shut, we gone Kubrick. So we ain't really got all that talk, we just do shit. Why they try me? I wear my heart on my iron sleeve. Yeah, I'm the last of a down breed.
It's finger looking good.
I wear my heart on my iron sleeve. Yeah, I'm the last of a down breed. Like he just wanna go on tour and make music. I'm the last of a down breed. But every time you go on tour,
It's all shootings.
I'm the last of a down breed.
It's almost exactly an ounce. It's basically an ounce, no matter how you look at it. Oh, did I drink all my fucking water? Southern Park gave me fucking 2 double burgers. Fuck. I'm gonna have to leave and go get a coffee. They said they're taking fucking cells there. It's only about 60 ounces of coffee I had so far today. Everybody put their hands up. Oh, that tastes strong.
in the market. I make the price drop like I'm in the target. I'm like a holy prophet trying to make a profit. Rough rider, legendary prospect. I ain't where I'm at. Shout out my gunman, Brenda. Gunman, 10 more packs on my extender. You extra clips for the extra shit, extra shit. The each whole 7, you getting blessed with it. Yeah, I got so much beef, my ex was stressed with it. Right, it was eye for an eye.
Old Testament.
Bottom of wells, my heart dwells, it dwells. Treating these waters like shark tails. Word, my homie got lashed, was all bail. I had waved the shit.
Had tobacco a whole bale.
Used to see me outrage and go tell. Catch you at court, stopping with Jordans like Montel. Swear to God, I would never pray to Jesus. Never. For the extras, I'm escape the people. Every day I pay for new AKs. Like Pablo. Every day I pay for new AKs. El Chapo. Every day I pay for new AKs. Like Pablo. Every day I pay for new AKs.
Boy.
El Chapo. Every day I pay for new AKs. Like Pablo. Every day I pay for new AKs. El Chapo. Every day I pay for new AKs. Like Pablo. Every day I pay for new AKs. Look, the hottest kid in the kitchen, I've been nice. Stop till you double crossing me, think twice. Gold chains, gold in my mouth, case full of ammunition. Cocaine on my nosebleed, that's the Kathy Griffin. Bullets light up the night sky, they baby boy. Magnums in the back of the whip.
They call me baby boy.
My ATL is sending your section 80, boy. The fuck do you think the mafia pay me for? Young, rich, and handsome, bullets like an anthem. When they started singing,
Everybody put your hands up.
Ain't nobody been doing the shit that I do. Dark blood, how many hoes can I fit inside you? Scratched up with lines to ride them like the kids of vinyl. Put up with the Mac and fry them like this shit's a drive-thru. Angels will find you, but I would never pray to Jesus. For the extras, I would wear the beats. Every day I pay for new AKs. Pablo. Every day I pay for new AKs. El Chapo. Every day I pay for new AKs. Pablo. Every day I pay for new AKs. El Chapo. Every day I pay for new AKs. Pablo. Every day I
This is fucked up. The U.S. military sent a memo to service members on September 18th, what's that, last week? Alerting them to incel extremist chatter online about replicating the 2012 Aurora shooting at nationwide screenings of the upcoming Warner Brothers film Joker. It says run, hide, fight. You don't run from a gun, stupid. You're going to outrun a bullet? I'm going to skip that part. The memo describes incels, individuals who identify as involuntary celibates, bhakti boys, as people who express frustration from perceived disadvantages to starting intimate relationships. Incel extremists idolize violent individuals like the Aurora movie shooter. Now this is the whole fucking length of the page. I'm going to skip back to page 1. This pussy all. Soon after, court releases video of van attack suspect's interrogation. Soon after Alec Minassian was charged with killing 10 people by purposely crashing a van into them along a crowded Toronto sidewalk last year, a police officer asked him how he felt about it. I feel like I accomplished my mission, Minassian calmly replied. That mission, he declared in a lengthy interview with police, was to cause mass casualties and panic as part of the Involuntary Celibate Rebellion, a violent ideology known as incel for short, held by some men who feel dangerously aggrieved by their inability to attract sexual interest from women. Buddy, you can have all the sex you want now. You have no idea. Minassian 26, so he's going to be in there a long time, man. Explicitly declared his fealty to the incel doctrine, and his links to the incel movement went far deeper and were more structured than previously known, according to his own account of planning and executing his quote-unquote mission. People are sociopaths. He claimed he had communicated online with 2 other, well, he claims, with 2 other notorious incels, including the man he called the movement's founding forefather prior to them committing their own massacres, Elliot Rodger, who killed 6 people in California in 2014, and Chris Harper Mercer, who killed 9 people in Oregon in 2015. So this is 1 or 2? 3, 2, 1. Oh. See, this I'm not sure. They're trying to make this motherfucker famous. 10 counts of first-degree murder, 16 counts of attempted murder. Continued from the last page. Together they plotted time strikes in an incel rebellion, Manassian claimed. Manassian claimed that Rodger even confided in him about his plans 3 days before Rodger's killing spree. Manassian wished him luck. Such startling declarations of his self-described radicalization and overt intent behind the van attack were made by Manassian during an almost 4.5-hour post-arrest interview with police. Niggas ain't got nothing to say except fucking call my lawyer. The interview's 30 seconds long, and fucking this is fucking it. So you got that much to say? There's something wrong with you. 190-page transcript. This motherfucker's devices are locked with special software too. Let me go. There it is. So this is unrelated, but as far as I know. A 43-year-old man is facing charges after allegedly taking a woman hostage inside a home near Sudbury, Ontario. The incident began Wednesday afternoon at a home in Chelmsford. I don't know where the fuck that is. Northwest of Sudbury. Police alleged they learned the man was inside a home with an unknown number of firearms holding a 26-year-old woman hostage. They say the woman escaped unhurt early Thursday morning, but the man remained inside and was not taken into custody until more than 13 hours later. Officers with both the local and provincial police force were brought in to negotiate with him and contain the situation. The man is now facing 5 charges, including 1 count each of forcible confinement and pointing a firearm. This is Ontario, man. That's enough of that shit. What the fuck? He's gonna be in the South most likely. They could put him anywhere they want, but in all likelihood, he's probably in some segregation unit in the South because it's pre-trial, and his trial is gonna be a few years, but his sentence is gonna be fucking forever too. Jilly Bean, the fuck? Hybrid, yeah, me too. That's Toronto, man. Crazy motherfuckers killing people. They can't get a piece of ass. They're fucking that mad about it. They're gonna kill people. Kill random people they don't even know. Not like the bitch did something ignorant to him and he got mad. And no, he's killing random fucking people. You can have all the sex you want. No time, buddy. I'm sure of that. It'll be involuntary too, but he hit 26 people. By some fucking fluke, the cop that stopped him did not shoot him. I don't know how the fuck he did that. There's a video. The man reaches in his pocket screaming that he's got a gun in his pocket and the cop doesn't shoot him. How the fuck? You think I'm worried about guns? I'm not worried about guns. I gotta get fucking more fucking problems with vehicles than guns. Not vehicles, drivers. Drivers. I don't blame the vehicle. I don't blame guns. I don't even blame bullets. I would turn the radio on. It won't work. I don't know why. I turn it up and it goes pop. Let's see. Because this would be today's National Post, right? No, yesterday's. Yeah. Oh my God, that hurts. See, when I go to jail, I go to segregation. When guys like that go to jail, they go to protective custody. It's not the same thing. I'm not being protective, and I'm not. They're not. I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to. It's not the same thing. They won't let me near guys like him because bad things will happen to guys like him. Fuck off. Man shot in Dundas and Broadview area. Police search for suspects in Brampton targeted shooting. Teen hurt in Oshawa shooting. So that must all happened in the last 12 hours. Fuck, man. Okay, I don't know where the fuck this is, man. I still don't know where the fuck this is, but Kennedy Row, okay, that's that way. Old people killing old people, okay. Man shot in Dundas and Broadview area. Let's check this out. I'll read it to you, but it don't say shit. A man has suffered at least one gunshot wound after a shooting near Dundas Street and Broadview Avenue Friday night. Police were called to the scene just before 10 p.m. to reports of multiple gunshots. The victim was located on the scene and taken to hospital with serious injuries. There has been no suspect information released. So some guy got shot. Back to sports. That's Don Mount, Regent Park, fucking all the way out to Queen Street East. Well, yeah, that's 2 minutes from Queen Street over there. Police search for suspects in Brampton targeted shooting investigation. Oh shit, they got pictures. They're looking for a Dodge Caravan. Wow. Peel Regional Police are sitting. Those guys are fast. Those guys are thugs. They'll rob anybody. They don't give a fuck if you're a criminal. They'll just steal. They steal beer from high school kids. Peel Regional Police are, yeah, fuck you, come to Toronto and do it, motherfucker. Peel Regional Police are searching for 4 suspects after multiple shots were fired in a Brampton residential area early Saturday morning. Police said at around 12, so this is, Police said at around 12 a.m., residents of the area said they heard a series of loud bangs near Balmoral Drive. Later, at around 1:54 a.m., the resident of a Balmoral Drive home came home to find a bullet hole inside the residence, police said. Investigators said they found a total of 17 shell casings in the area, with 12 of the rounds having struck the rear of the property and a house next door. They shoot up an empty house? No one was hurt. Fuck. No one was hurt in the incident, police said, but 4 suspects are being sought in connection to the incident. Police described 2 of the suspects as being male, and all 4 of the suspects were wearing dark clothing and hoodies. Well, that's the uniform, man. Hooded sweaters. You know what the fucking weather is today? It's Vancouver. It's downtown Vancouver rain. That's what we have today. Downtown Vancouver rain. It's on and off every 10 minutes. You're going to get all ready and dressed up for the rain. Step outside is going to stop. The suspects were armed with multiple handguns, really, and were seen fleeing the area at around 12 a.m. in a late model indigo blue Dodge Caravan. Police said this was a targeted shooting, and they shot up an empty house, huh? And anyone with information is asked to contact police or leave an anonymous tip with Crime Stoppers. Oh, you motherfuckers. I'm going to read this. The comment someone left an hour and 3 minutes after the article was fucking published. Suspects are maybe male and wearing dark clothes, either afraid to say black or once again Stella reporting by 680 News, LOL. This is the shit. I swear to God, you think racism is only in the 50s, eh? You think the internet in multicultural Toronto, there's no more racism, man? I'm not going to read you the username, but it's a local area and area code. It's local. It's local. This ain't no somebody from China cracking a joke that doesn't make sense. This is somebody local being directly racist. This person's being funny. It says, with such a unique vehicle and a full view of the license plate, the perp should be rounded up in no time because we know it's stolen and no, you can't see the license plate and it's a shitty fucking picture. That's the joke. Afraid to say black. No, you can't see their faces, or they would have said what color they were. Teen hurt in Oshawa shooting. So Brampton targeted shooting. What the fuck did you do to piss somebody off enough to shoot up your empty fucking house? So they say Saturday. That's Friday night. That's Friday fucking night. Let's be clear. $2:34 p.m. They just posted this one. Durham Regional Police are investigating after a 17-year-old was shot in Oshawa Saturday. Police said they were called to an apartment on Hillrise Court in the overnight hours for a report of a shooting. The teen suffered serious but non-life-threatening injuries, police said. Police are asking anyone with information to contact them or leave an anonymous tip with Crime Stoppers. Yeah. The 10% of gun homicides are being solved right now, sent to court. Vaughan man arrested for drunk driving trying to pick up kids from school. How the fuck do you lose money when you have the monopoly on marijuana for the whole fucking province? How the fuck do you lose money? Ontario considering alternative cannabis distribution models. Sources. The fuck is on my leg, man? Swear to God. Ontario is considering alternative cannabis distribution models and intends to launch a consultation process in the coming weeks, according to sources familiar with the matter. This comes after the Ontario Cannabis Retail Corp, which handles online sales and wholesale distribution of recreational pot and operates as the Ontario Cannabis Store. What a creative name. They spent $600,000 on that OCS logo. This is OCS. $600,000. There you go. Earlier this month said it lost $42 million in the latest fiscal year ended March 31st. Oh, okay, you're losing money. You're going to open more stores. Hold on. The consultation also comes as the provincial government is ramping up the number of legal pot outlets to 75 by October, up from 25 retail licenses currently. While edibles and other next generation products are set to be legalized later this year. I don't want no next generation, brethren. Just give my Jamaican friends like a license, like make them pay like a license, and then I'll just talk to them, and you can just collect your money. No, you idiots lost money buying and selling weed, and it's totally vertically integrated. How the fuck do you lose money doing that? When asked for comment, OCS spokesman David Roderick said that its wholesale and e-commerce distribution operations will continue to serve Ontarians and facilities are in place to allow for the planned expansion and new product categories. He added in an emailed statement that the OCS continuously considers how to improve operations and services, and it is in constant communications with licensed pot producers and industry partners to ensure that distribution capacity is in place. You don't have capacity? Ontario officials are expected to consult with industry and other stakeholders in the coming weeks on potential alternative delivery models, sources told the Canadian press. Bicycles. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Hey, Ontario government, these are the comments. Hey, Ontario government, wake up, your prices are too high. You can get a deal unannounced, 28 grams for $140. It's $5 a gram, and everyone who smokes pot already had a connection to get it before legalization. It depends how you look at it, but yeah, if you buy enough. You rocket scientists are trying to break into the market at $10 a gram. Good luck. As for edibles, giving you a new market. Good luck there too. Every Indian reserve has 10 stores selling edibles, not to mention private dealers. You better cut the price in half if you hope to survive in the free market. Notice how he didn't call it the illegal market or the black market. He called it the free market because it ain't illegal. And then this is in response at whatever his name is. They charged me $135 for 7 grams. Never again. After that bad taste in my mouth, I never want to smoke it again. It's actually a great way to make people quit. Look how much smokes cost now. It's about $15 for a 20 pack. So that's over $500 an ounce. So like double the reasonable price. If I said $250, people would go, really? All right, $230. Fucking. I'm surprised kids aren't killing elderly people after they buy their weed at those prices. I'm not sure exactly what that means. That's what the comment says. The Kevin 24 and Midnight Cowboy, apparently. This is not us saying this shit. This is the public saying these things. Somebody saw the 28.00 grams, which is exactly what it fucking weighs on my jewelry scales. 27.99, 28.00. Wow. And he said $28 a gram? Wow. I said, no, you motherfucker, that's an ounce. Fucking Nobody in my end of the world would have ever thought that would have been misinterpreted. The fucking police have my cigarette case. Oh, I know what I'll do. Oh, that's all. 5 680 news. Made in First Nations territory. Underage sales prohibited. One thousand. I hear you. I hear the fuck. I hear you. I hear you. I don't give a fuck.
My niggas 5 niggas, then they bring me these jewels. I used to ask God for things, but I would never get it. So now I just steal it and ask God for forgiveness. You worried about the wrong man. I'm the shooter. Give a man an inch, and he think he the ruler. There's no I and D, but there is a V. The American dream to believe that you gotta be a slave. I know it's bad, but I'm high anyway. Healthy, stay fit.
Anyway.
Talk to God's gotta pray, but I don't get it.
One God talks back to me to say I'm schizophrenic.
I don't talk shit, I pull up pistols. I'm like a ventriloquist. You never see my lips move. I'm throwing money up, never catch a penny bitch. Fox too fat, can even go skinny dipping. I started with nothing
And still have most of it.
I'm pulling out hammers like jumping Jehoshaphat. I can't remember the last time I forgot something. You done this decoration, nigga, so stop rocking. It's sticky fake. I'm maniac depressive. I'm passive aggressive. Better spread the message. You know who the best is. Better have your best. I'm good, big, black, ugly. I
Call that bitch Precious.
I sweat on my nose. They say that I'm an evil brother. I'm a wall.
I see things and dream in colors.
You think it can't happen till you got flesh. Supposed to make it right. But believe me, 3 laps. We keep it clean with the whips. Stayed up with the guns. Stabs on the hundreds. Summertime, we hit the ones. Kush roll sticky. Niggas smoke guns. I'm just a grown man. P.I. They acting like my sons. I don't give a shit. Give a shit. The niggas is hollow. We don't give a
We're
shit.
gonna mix both these up now.
I don't give a shit. Give a shit. The niggas is hollow. But we don't give a shit. Give that shit. I know the hood like how he came back so hard. Sunday night. Must be an act. Yo, stick your fingers back.
In the journey again with the double barrel shotgun like Siamese twins. The biggest mouth to get butt first.
Not as bad as people say.
Believe me, I'm much worse.
Can't believe they can't see through how you be fronting. You know the cost of anything.
But you value nothing.
And even if a bitch got a fuck to make it,
Use a mother nature gave you. We for father time, take it.
I heard everybody out for my hotter. I believe in hard strokes, nigga. My sign is dollar. Listen, nigga, I'll make a deal with you. Stop lying on me, or I'ma start telling the truth about you. On my hip-hop niggas, if I hip-hop bitches, stick your fingers back. Now it's sharp and 2 wishes. And I'ma keep grinding till they close the curtain. I don't know what makes you so whack.
Nigga is working.
Carry so much meat, you think it was a western. Violence ain't the answer.
You need to restate the question.
I was born to be a pessimist. Even my blood type is B-type negative. Refuse to go quietly into the night. Live every day like it should last. One day you'll be right. We keep it clean with the whips. drums. Stay the with the guns. Stats on 100. Wipe and hit the ones. Good stroke, sticky. Niggas smoke guns. Just a grown man, B.I. They acting like they sons. I don't give a shit. Give a shit. The niggas is home. We don't give a shit. Give that shit. Tone they froze. I don't give a shit. Give a shit. The niggas is home. But we don't give a shit. Give that shit. Live. We report.
Yeah, I don't know how I got that shit to work last night. That website never works for me. It used to.
Come on. On my gang like soldiers. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Yeah, like this foul. From the hood where we can't afford to buy a vow. Got no time to learn how to spell. Selling drugs, only thing we really good at, only thing in which we excel. I just rolled a handful of rocks, now I'm sick as fuck. But at least I ain't in jail. Lord knows this time my man gon' post no bail. Got a chest full of sins, guaranteed to go to hell. Lost my soul somewhere down the line. Fuck it, ain't worth the time trying to find. This nigga got me feeling bulletproof. The little voice in my head like
I damn the shoot.
You wanna box with me?
You better tie up your shoes. Ain't no fucking rules. Slit his throat, take his jewels.
They still dying.
Crack dealers still supplying.
And then you can still hear the signs. Babies are crying and daddies can't be there. Some were even locked up before they were born. Never even held their own child in their arms. It said the CRC's reinvent the definition of coming apart. Got me wondering where the fuck is gone. I forgot to forget. And still I remember like today was yesterday. Sipping blood, mixing Alizé. Just be a Mary J. Singing it gon' be okay. It gon' be okay. Yeah, it gon' be alright. Who said you need eyes to dry?
I'm too drunk, too high.
Fuck about anything. Shut your damn mouth, cause you can't tell me anything. Kick you what you want, help the bag your girlfriend. Then where I let myself up, just
like I let myself in.
Mainly all my exes is therapy.
I come to the conclusion that there's definitely something wrong with me.
God bless the child, he can hold his own.
Make 100 grand with the mobile phone.
Another broken stone, best to leave him alone. You wanna know how I feel? Been the finger up like fuck the world, and I ain't stop until I'm gone. My heart full of hate, wish it was just die. Got blood in my eyes, and you fucking up my heart. When it's my turn to go, I know my soul gon' fry. Know my soul gon' fry. Know my soul gon' fry. Yeah. Meet me on 6th, around 6th, on the 6th, got a bone with pick. Every thought of my dome is sick, still cocky even after how many bullets barely miss. Praise be to Allah, my enemy can't hit their target. Cause I got a son and 3 daughters, yeah, cause I got a son, 3 daughters. Nah, I ain't wanna do it, I gotta do it. Wish you could look inside my mind and see what I've been doing. Once again, I let it G up to no good. Since I was a little hood, breaking windows in the hood. All grown now, but I wish a motherfucker would. Cause I just wanna hit something till it bleeds. Put pressure on its lungs till it struggles to breathe. They say he's the cousin of death, so I avoid sleep. You poor brave bitch, I told you I ain't wanna hear a beat. So you feel the earth to scream. Now I gotta get you would take your hands and feet. I ain't come to hurt nobody, I just want the money. I'm trying to fill hungry tummies. What's the rest do? I truly don't see no other way. Guess I'll be a gangster until the grave. That's okay, yeah, I tried to kill myself.
It didn't work.
Hold the trigger at my dome, the other guy with the bullet out. You can tell there's something not quite right.
RCMP headquarters, get it, get it. I got some of my fucking change today buying a lighter.
They all love to get me, especially my homies. It's like I'm driving blindfolded, don't know where I'm going. Next chop could be the devil's spot, it could be the reaper's crib. Either way, I don't give a shit. It's a long time since I was innocent. Deserve whatever coming with. Yeah, he knew what he wanted to be. Right after he made his first 80 G's. You wanna take something from him? You want to pull and squeeze. Learn from the OGs, took after the top dogs. Like when the shoes on, when I'm safe. Cause ain't no place that gon' save me. Trust me, you can lose the door in a heartbeat. Probably why his mama had a lot of late nights, a lot of lost sleep. Victim of a boy's dream. Be like poison running through his veins. Mistakes made, things forever change. Now that once he once loved, don't recognize his face. It's funny how it happens, but he ain't laughing. Truth is, his heart full of sadness. I said murder on the beat, motherfucker. I dare motherfucker try to talk my shit. Ain't nobody on my level. Get the fuck out of here. That's that real shit. G-Law.
I just fucked that up. Okay, fuck. $19.96. 375 million of these.
I'm a ride till they bury me. All that talking on your breath ain't scaring me. You keep on pushing me, it's like you're tearing me. Like I won't pop.
Leave them there to bleed.
I'm a ride till they bury me. All that talking on your breath ain't scaring me. You keep on pushing me, it's like you're tearing me. Like I won't pop. Leave them there to bleed. Skip class to make cash is the one I never passed. Teacher always talking about something I don't really care about. See, when I'm done here, gotta go home. And sometimes home ain't the place you wanna go. When a crowded room, but I feel alone. He wants his mother who did die in his arms. And then they wonder why he acts so and causes others harm. He was even betting against me back then. I was never supposed to be shit. Listen to me locked up or dead. Tell me how am I alive if you saving for my head? Get the fuck out of here. Y'all ain't killing shit. I was born for a greater purpose. Because of that, I know I make you nervous. Careful, there's a demon lurking underneath the surface. I do this in the memory of my dogs dead and deceased. Every scar, every tattoo means something to me. Yeah, I'm a ride till they bury me. All that talking on your breath ain't scaring me. Keep on pushing me, like you tearing me. All that talking on your breath ain't scaring me. Keep on pushing me, it's like you tearing me. Like I'm over it's all about it is. Ain't no one talk this shit. 2014, tell you that right now. 2014. Fuck. Yeah. Shit. Can't fuck with this. I ain't getting bail, so I run till they catch me. I ain't scared of y'all, so you gon' have to dead me before I ever stop. I'm a giant in the fast lane. Get your toes the fuck out the way, cause this year I'm stomping on everything. Cut the cocaine and ass, way less till I'm on triple back. Fuck it with you thick and playing boy. Got killers across the country, just waiting for the order. Got the product from across the border. Your guns on layaway, mine on standby. Send my condolences, yeah. Heard your man died. Got that good if you trying to get high. Just follow my lead and you gon' be fine. Yeah, I came from a place where it's easy to lose faith. Had to learn the hard way, the only way, all day long. Had to earn these scars just to write this song. I work for the great nigga once the music stopped. No time to wish upon a star. Maybe one of my enemies feeling great. Today, thinking about coming off, survival at no cost. Whatever it takes, I should live in my state. No room for error, no room for mistakes. I'm a ride till they bury me. All that talking on your breath ain't scaring me. Keep on pushing me, it's like you tearing me. Like I won't pop. Leave them there, I'm a ride till they bury me. All that talking on your breath ain't scaring me. Keep on pushing me, it's like you tearing me. Like I won't pop. Leave them there, please. Yeah. Gang like practice. Come on, it's back. Yeah. I'm driving my motivation, no tolerance for all sort of patience. Get gold and I collect money. This shit that got me dreaming robberies. My pops left, it was the heart that bothered me. Got a problem, load the weapon, that's how you saw me, that's what it talks to me. And it's how my face don't bother me. Put me in the direction where the bottom be. It's just how I was born to be. Some come to this world with diamonds and pearls, some come to poverty. But no one that teaches right and wrong, how could you say that we wrong? This is all we know, so gotta be right. From here it's left, but it's all we got left. Not from no until my last breath. Truly, peace and love to the ones that knew me. You fuck the rest, I get it. And she know, but if I go this door, it might be for the last time.
Fuck, I'm hot.
That's why I tell her I love her just in case that they might need a shine. Mother, forgive me for I sin, and I'm trying to always sin again. Tell me, blood is this on my ass? I can't remember. Where my neck go, allegedly in the river. ice in the mix and shock it. That's how you rock that shit. Now here comes the magic trick. Abracadabra, bitch. The song disappears quick as your baby mama's welfare check. This the life, yeah, fuck you, baby. I brought the fix with me just to show you why I ain't playing. All the coons in this motherfucker know what I'm saying. But the streets gon' feel me. Know these cops that wanna kill me or confine me. But first you gotta find me, so confine me. You bitch ass, punk ass cops. Y'all can kiss on my clock. This is something that you'll never stop. Every bump in the tracks, even after I'm locked, even after my heart stops. I'm here to teach the next generation to say fuck the cops. Same way I was taught, yeah, same way I was taught. Yeah, fuck the cops, fuck the cops. Oh my God, on drugs, no slugs, great stuff. Nah, you ain't want the bus if you wanna let it be ready to kill for it. If you wanna let it be ready to kill for it. Oh my God, on drugs, no slugs, great stuff. Nah, you ain't want the bus if you wanna let it be ready to die for it. If you wanna let it be ready to die for it.
Fuck is on my fucking screen, man?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Nice.
Drama. Yeah, I'm power tripping with money popping my collar on that hood shit. Fresh out of jail, straight to the dollars, got a good connect, he never X. Open on the pride and kick the block and watch the money rise. Bread in the oven, pockets full of stuffing. Never catch me clubbing, but I ain't show the money, then the hoes come running. Wake up, get the paper like the free press coming. But enough about that. Hold up, let me spit a rap for these assholes. Back with crack flow, cops in the front, then I'm dipping through the back door. Frostbite on my toes,
Damn, almost lost those.
running through the snow in my socks, trying to dodge fall. My jail days was the worst days. Sipping water, damn juice when you thirsty. Real talk, that's 3.5 for them. That's 1,276 mornings when my baby mama was out home and telling me stories. They like, who your baby daddy is? Better call Maury. Used to roll up at your mama's with a bag full of Tonys and a pocket full of money. Not the kind that she would loan me now. Sick as kid rapping still. Like someone called a doctor cause the rap is ill. Here, take another pill. Fake rappers acting still. I've been on my A game. Shit never lacked the skill. Real top. Yeah. That's that gang like shit. Yeah, homeboy. Yo. I'm from the same side where they might walk up or they might drive by. Yeah, I'm staying high, cause today I might die. My homie doing robberies, trying to feed his kids. A shot now, he don't do shit. I live in a cold moment. Fuck yesterday, tomorrow, bringing some pain. Yeah, my other homie, he a parole violator. When I seen this PO with his eyes dilated, they locked him up quicker than the secret say. See you later, alligator. Crowd surfing on the back haters. Tomorrow never comes, tonight is all that matters. I'm staying faded, cause I don't like who I am when I'm sober. Staring in the mirror like, behold, the demon that holds ya.
That's not nearly as long as I thought it was psychologically.
I'm high, so high. I'm high, so high. You can tell by my bloodshot eyes. I'm drunk, so drunk. You can tell cause I don't give a fuck. I'm high, so high. You can tell by my bloodshot eyes. I'm drunk, so drunk. You can tell cause I don't give a fuck. Come chill with me in the Dubtown, sipping with a G-Trail. Northside Isabel, down to CTL West. When we ride by, dipping in the D-Bell. Live in the city, slickest fingers keep a peace out. Feel the triggers squeeze these trails, release shells. So each shell, over on the sand like a seashell. And if it's beat well, hope you like your meat well. Need help to buckle, make you buckle like a seatbelt. Keep my metal hot, see you pop until the heat well. Crack rock, hustle, crack locks, so the keys melt. Living what could be hell, brothers on the street now. See sense and ass every day for the shit that we sell. I be well by any means on the TL. Don't never see tell shit, never hear eval. I need we smell free, so I dream well. She helps stimulate the stress from the street smell. So high, you can tell by my bloodshot eyes. I'm drunk, so drunk. You can tell cause I don't give a fuck. I'm high, so high. You can tell by my bloodshot eyes. I'm drunk, so drunk. You can tell cause I don't give a fuck.
What's a picture of an illegally parked parking enforcement car? I don't remember taking that picture. I do now. And the cops roll by, getting crackheads high. Take a good look at the bad guy.
I didn't mean to interrupt the party, but it's Trump kicking out me. Plus, I think this bitch wanna fuck me. First, I'ma knock him out, then I'ma knock one out. Yeah, after that, I'm out. Laying Jack on a rampage. We'll be back for days. Now my head hurt. A couple perks. Try to sleep it off. Usually don't work. Shadow people stalking me. What could they want? What does it mean? I might be tripping, but then again, you might get shacked up when you pissing.
Next to the Bluetooth. Okay, how does this work?
So high, you can tell by my bloodshot eyes. I'm drunk, so drunk. You can tell cause I don't give a fuck. I'm high, so high. You can tell by my bloodshot eyes. I'm drunk, so drunk. You can tell cause I don't give a fuck. I'm high, so high, so high. I'm drunk, so drunk, so drunk. Now it's a motherfucking party when I walk in the door, man. Popping bottles full of liquor all over your house, man. Let me tell you something quick. If you don't know by now that I'm a motherfucking wild boy, drunk and loud. I give a fuck about no cops at that pistol sound. So tell your baby daddy chill before we get knocked out. I'm doing rails and drinking liquor, trying to deal with my pain. Don't need a motherfucking hater trying to get in my way. You never party, motherfucker. I'll be gone for days. Banging bitches at the bar in the bathroom stall. I'm doing rips off of dicks that I hit last call. So I'ma hit the vendor up and head straight to the party. Getting drunk, then a motherfucker lagging out. Feel the world start spinning around and around. Tell the break it dog, tell the sun
What the fuck is wrong with
grab
this?
your girl, I should have passed around. So high, you can tell by my bloodshot eyes. I'm drunk, so drunk. You can tell cause I don't give a fuck. I'm high, so high. You can tell by my bloodshot eyes. I'm drunk, so drunk. You can tell cause I don't give a fuck. I'm high, so high, so high. I'm drunk, so drunk, so drunk.
News. Humor me. Police reveal how thieves are quickly spending thousands on stolen cars. Okay, I want to read that. Please teach me. The Toronto police taught us how to smoke crack. We didn't know how to smoke crack. Why are they on TV showing us how to? They showed us literally. This is what they do. Why are you showing us this? We don't need to know that. Oh yeah, you think drug dealers and hookers taught us how? No, 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 no. Police have revealed how thieves are spending thousands of dollars from stolen credit cards within hours after another victim came forward claiming he was targeted while enjoying lunch with friends. Mississauga resident Dominic, well, you're giving away your name now. This is going to happen again. Cecilia said he was at Joey, what the fuck's Joey? At Sherway Gardens on September 3rd when his wallet was snatched from his bag that was hanging on the back of his chair. I went inside, sat at a table, and my buddies were facing me. We ordered food and talked, and then I noticed my bag is missing, Cecilia told CTV News Toronto on Friday. We called the manager over and he checked the cameras, and when he came back, he told me my bag was stolen. I look at the video, and this couple walks in, comes and stands directly behind me by the bar. You can see the guy looking at the back of my chair, then slowly comes closer. I lean over, caught my chicken, and then the man steps in, grabs the bag, and leaves. Within an hour, things are getting hit everywhere. Why did it just go all the way back to the top? The 50s, this is crazy. The 57-year-old said $40,000 was spent from Scarborough to Brampton to Mississauga in only a few hours. Among the charges was $7,000 at Apple, $3,800 at Microsoft, $980 cash advances on at least 5 credit cards, and thousands in separate transactions at gas stations. Cecilia said, well, the bank has refunded almost all the money. He's now worried about identity theft. It's terrible. It's a massive big. They haven't told us how they did it yet. They just stole the credit card. That. If you're carrying around a card that can buy that much shit, shouldn't you be a bit more careful about losing it? It's terrible. It's a massive inconvenience, he said. They have my address. They know where I live. How? No, they have your credit card, unless you wrote your address on it. Earlier this week, a Toronto man said he lost $30,000 in 30 minutes after his wallet was stolen and taken on a spending spree at Yorkdale Shopping Centre. A businessman working in Toronto's financial district said he was scammed $19,000 in 27 minutes after his was pickpocketed on the way to lunch. He was pickpocketed, whatever, on the way to lunch. Okay, they're not really telling us what's going on here. Oh shit. Toronto Police Inspector Peter Callahan with the Financial Crimes Unit told CTV News Toronto on Friday that these thefts are part of organized crime rings. Organizations that one time would be involved in other crimes like violent crime and robberies are doing this, Callahan said. This is a better target because they get a quicker return on their work. Thanks for the advice, officer. Wow. As soon as they have the cards, they head to places and go until the cards stop. So that's just fucking people stealing credit cards like normal. It's organized crime. They are making a lot of money doing it, and the disincentives are low. Once they guess your PIN, they're in. What do you mean guess your PIN? And a lot of us have the same PIN for everything. Callahan said the thieves spend money at stores that will not raise suspicion from employees. There's thought that goes into this, Callahan said. They're not stupid. They realize, for example, it's a good time to go to Apple. It's not unusual for people to get a new iPhone. Even buying multiple phones wouldn't draw notice of the employees because lots of people are buying them. They come in and buy a computer. They've got it all thought out, man. The police do, I mean. They've overthought this. They're putting too much into this. They come in and buy a computer in September, maybe saying a child is heading to university. Those things aren't going to necessarily attract attention of employees. Callahan said police haven't seen an uptick in these financial crimes, but unfortunately it happens frequently and people need to take the proper precautions. We've all heard the crime prevention things to do, and sometimes they're inconvenient, but those inconveniences are there to protect us and risks. What are you talking about? If you have multiple cards, you should have multiple PIN numbers. Most financial institutions and cell phones allow you to set up notifications on your phone, so every time you make a transaction, it comes up. At the very least, people can see when the spending starts and shut down their cards, but it's a tough issue, and we appreciate that. We appreciate that. What does that mean? Like, they're encouraging us and thanking us for doing this. In Canada, major credit card operators like MasterCard and Visa have zero liability policies to protect customers from fraud. Oh, so we won't even feel bad about the customer getting ripped off, because really, they're not paying for it, right? Really, you're not ripping anybody off except the company, and they're ripping everybody off, so no one feels bad, right? Thank you for all this incentive. Banks in Canada take all types of frauds and scams very seriously and will usually make their customers whole. What? If they are victims of debit or credit card fraud. Matthew Lepesh, a spokesperson for the Canadian Bankers Association, told CTV News Toronto, customers who think they have been a victim of credit and debit card fraud should contact their bank immediately, as well as their local police and law enforcement. It used to be they would copy your card and just use it. Now they fucking rob you for your card. So that's making it like our problem now. The fuck? So I just have to go places where they expect you to spend lots of money. Cadillac dealership. I want it with all leather and black windows. No one see me business. I can't believe that is insane. They basically just told us to. I'm never gonna find that article again. I'm gonna go look for that article and it won't be there. Man, I don't remember if there was anything else I wanted to share with people, but that was a whole bunch of shit. It's a fucking hole in my hand, eh? All right, let's see how long the radio runs.
Marched in protest today against a religious group chanting. Pastor from the religious community said they're fighting for their rights too. How can this upcoming season get any better than last year?
No. Wait, you didn't elaborate.
Today,
on Raptors Media Day, they're talking moving on from Kawhi.
Capitol police are on the lookout for a stolen vehicle.
Love, go fuck yourself. Love, get out of here. Love, fuck up.
A man considered violent and dangerous has gone missing for the second time this week. Police tweeting out his photo.
That's 3 times.
On the go right now at Rogers Center while the Maple Leafs.
Wait a second. Why didn't you tell us who the fuck he is? Why wasn't that on the fucking, when I typed in Toronto News, that guy's picture should have popped the fuck up, eh? What the fuck? I was about to go outside. No, he'll end up at my fuck. I'll see him in the elevator and notice the picture later. Fuck that. Twitter's not gonna load in this. How the fuck? Toronto missing psychopath. Jesus, I can't even spell Toronto. How the fuck? Missing.
In both the Express and Collectors, westbound 401 volume kicks in at Warden in the Express and Leslie Collectors to Avenue. Delays from Allen to Keele in the Express and approaching here Ontario Collectors to Mavis. Northbound DVP, that's slow from Don Mills to York Mills. If you're traveling back the other way, south 404 DV, please. So slow from.
How the fuck did these guys keep getting on? I couldn't figure out how to get out.
West QB Gardner fills in from Young to Kipling, and you'll find things slow from Dixie to West if you're Ontario, off and on from Dorval over to Brant. If you're coming back towards downtown Toronto, that's on the East QB Gardner. It's slow from Appleby to east of 3rd, Royal Windsor to the 403, Mississauga Road to Dixie, Kipling to the Spadina ramp. Eastbound 403 slows down as well from the QBW ramp to past Dundas, and North 410 busy through Queen. A couple of issues off the major routes. We have southbound Kipling from Mount Olive Drive to Stevenson. That's for a collision. Falling Glass has a portion of Queen shut down from Bay to James, so all Queen portion reverted home to Bay. And we have Don Mills down to a single lane Winford to Eglinton for construction. The Toronto Fall Home Show is for the people with.
Why didn't they tell us what the fuck this guy's name or description was?
October 4th to 6th at the Intercare Center. Tickets and info at fallhomeshow.com. Let's check the forecast. Here's Jason Fraser.
Well, Zach, I'm starting to sound like a broken record because all day we've been talking about the rain showers that have just been on and off for a good portion of the GTA. Right now in downtown Toronto, we are seeing some light showers, and it's the same over in Mississauga and just to the southeast of Brampton. This is going to continue to move eastward, so I do think that within the next hour or two, we will be saying goodbye to the rain showers. Clearing skies for tonight and a low temperature in the low teens. Right now in downtown Toronto, it is 18 degrees. At Pearson, it's 19. Our overnight low is 10 degrees.
680 News Time, 3:33.
Hundreds speaking out against hate today in the Church and Wellesley neighborhood. The Unite for Love rally held in response to anti-LGBTQ Christian groups' plans to march through the neighborhood.
680's Jordan Reed has more from the village.
The LGBTQ plus community rallied today
in
in protest of a religious group led by pastors that was held just down the street. Justin Kahn, the organizer of the LGBTQ plus march, #United for Love, says he's happy for all the support the group received today.
And knowing that we have the support of our mayor and even provincial leaders just shows that the 519 will continue to stand up for those most marginalized.
A pastor from the religious group named Tucson said the march was very necessary, that the church had been silenced before and they have every right to speak freely.
As a Christian, we have the right to protest. We have the right to have freedom of speech.
The two groups remained very peaceful throughout the protest. I'm Jordan Reed. 680 News Time, 3:34. An old friend is not returning this season, but the Raptors are determined to make the most of it.
Old friends. Why can't you people just tell us what the fuck you're talking about?
Just a reminder, in case you forgot, they're still the NBA champions. 680's Marie St. Aubin has more from the team's media day.
Raptors forward Pascal Siakam is the reigning league MIP, and after a season that saw him take a major step forward, he spent the summer working on his game.
Trying to be a complete player. For me, I think that's ball handling, obviously, with more opportunity. That means having the ball more, so taking care of the ball and being able to be a playmaker. Obviously, shooting.
1,000. That's how many I'm going to smoke.
Jerry thinks the sky's the limit for the 25-year-old.
We all feel he can be as a player, which I think, could be one of the best players in the league.
With Siakam eligible for a max extension this season, Ujiri noted that they've been in contact.
We're excited whether it's going to be this fall or whether it's going to be in the summer. He's somebody who I'm definitely going to keep for a long time here.
The team can extend Siakam anytime before October 21st, but we'll have to wait until the offseason if they can't get it done by then. From Sportsnet 590 The Fan, I'm Maria St. Tropez.
680 news time, 3:36.
Oh my
Thousands
God,
of employees in
fuck
Ontario schools head back to the bargaining table with the provincial government today. 680's Leah Johansson reports they're trying to avoid a work to rule campaign that could start on Monday.
The union represents 55,000 custodians, clerical workers, and early childhood educators, and says they will start their work to rule campaign if cuts by the provincial government are reversed. If talks break down, CUPE has told caretakers not to pick up garbage outside, not to cut grass or clean unfunded areas, that includes gyms and hallways. Education Minister Stephen Lecce says student safety is the government's top priority.
You know, I obviously have concern that some students, as that ramps up, as they've indicated, it could ramp up, that experience could compromise the safety of students.
The government has ordered school boards to increase class sizes and cut over 3,000 fewer teaching positions over 4 years by not filling any vacancies when teachers quit or retire. CUPE officially gave notice on Wednesday that puts them in legal strike position for Monday. I'm Leah Johansson.
680 News Time, 3:37. Toronto police are warning the public to be on the lookout for a missing man considered very dangerous. 26-year-old Corey Sue was last seen in the Gerrard Street West and Elizabeth Street area around 4:30 yesterday afternoon. He's described as 5'9", 180 pounds, with a medium build, short brown hair, and brown eyes. Last seen wearing hospital pants with no shirt and no shoes. It's the second time he's gone missing this week. He was found Monday morning after disappearing from a hospital the day before. Sue had been arrested.
Where did you find him last time? Go look there.
Robberies on a pair of senior citizens in the Kensington Market area. Police are asking you if you spot him to not approach and instead call 911 right away.
Peel police say they're looking for a man involved in a carjacking this morning in Brampton. Media officer Bancroft writes the call.
No shoes, no shirt, hospital pants. Nobody sees nothing. This is Toronto. We look the other fucking way. We might take a